Hello and welcome to Ginger Prime. My name's Brian, and if you're a returning subscriber, what's up, Soul Nation? Thanks for coming back, you awesome individuals. That's what subscribers get, free compliments with returning videos. I don't make the rules, I just have to follow them. Anyway, we're going to talk about Genshin Impact. There is a lot of currencies here. There's a lot of gameplay, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. Now, I'll be, sparing my full thoughts and opinions about the overall game in a later video, but today I really want to focus in on what I've learned regarding how to unlock characters for free, the different currencies, what you need to be aware of so you don't get gotcha'd in this essentially gacha RPG, and hopefully give you some tips that just make your overall experience better. Hands down, I am a nervous game player when it comes to these free play games. I'm always worried about making mistakes, and thankfully I've had some great tips, some great advice, and I want to pass that along to you and hopefully help make your life better. But enough of that, let's go ahead and get you to the information that you want, and let's talk about wishing and how to unlock characters. First and foremost, story mode is going to be the way that you unlock characters, as well as hitting different adventurer ranks. As you play the game, you're going to get adventure experience, and level 16 you're going to unlock the multiplayer aspect, but up until that point you're going to just be pretty much grinding and unlocking the different zones and the different dungeons to play. But let's focus in on wishing, because wishing has multiple types of currencies. You have the Primogems, which is the game's going to throw at you. I'm going to show you all the different ways that you can make Primogems just to help take a lot of the pressure off of that. I do want to point you first to the concept of wishing times 10 as opposed to individual wishes. Every 10 wishes is going to guarantee you to include one of at least 4-star or higher items. It's essentially just overall increasing your odds, but it's going to have you slightly delayed a little bit. As I've played the game, I've unlocked a number of characters, and even if you get a duplicate character, you're going to take that dupe and you're going to insert it into your existing character to upgrade them via the constellation system. So keep in mind on that, getting a duplicate character is not the end of the world. Now, the other thing the game is going to throw at you is a bunch of weapons and stardust and even star glitter. You can take those Primogems and turn them into either intertwined fates or antiquated fates. This is going to be how you purchase those different wish pools. Again, focusing in on wanting to do 10 of those. Find it anytime and focus in on anytime they have a discount. So farming up these items is going to benefit you over the long run. But you can take 1600 Primogems and turn them either into the required intertwined fates or the antiquated fates, basically 160 per item. That's the exchange rate. Star Litter is going to allow you to use 5 of those to pick up an individual one of those. So just kind of keep that in mind. As you get those, you can purchase additional antiquated or intertwined fates. And then finally, your Stardust exchange is going to open up the ability to take the different Stardust that you get by breaking or opening these wishes and turning those again into antiquated fates. Now, those are going to be capped at 5 per every 16 hours. So keep that in mind. There's lots of little things here that are available to you, but they're going to mostly be locked around and behind a different adventurer's ranks. So ultimately, at least to start, until you figure out if this game is going to be for you, and if you feel like you want to support it, I'm making no judgment call. Do with your money what you will. Ultimately, my hope here is to give you the information so you can literally just pull all this stuff for free. So let me tell you about what I've learned and how to actually get a lot of these Primogems outside of the game itself. First, I want to take you over into the Achievements tab. Achievements are going to be a great way to reward you with more Primogems, and you're just going to unlock these by playing the game. I wasn't aware that this was happening as I was playing, and I found myself just slightly short of the 1600 for another pool, and turns out I had all these achievements, so you can go into your achievements and start marking them completed to get a wide range of different Primogems. All right. That's one way. Let's go ahead and back out of the achievements and let's look at your Adventurer's Handbook. This is another excellent way of opening up more Primogems as well as other little currencies. Keep this in mind. Look at what's going down and what it's going to have you to do as a way of focusing on these rewards to kind of fill you with those needed items. You can see what's in progress and what's been completed, and overall each chapter has its own different level to unlock. So kind of play around with that, and you can look here and see exactly what you can do and what has been completed. And once you get all that knocked out, you're going to get all the different rewards associated with it. Now, another way to get these Primogems is if you look at the map here, I've got several stars that are scattered around. The reason is these are locations for items that you can use to worship at the different statues at the 7. Now, with the statues of the 7, you can worship the statue, and you're going to need several of these to open up your stamina, to open up more adventure experience, and again, those Primogems are available. Now, in this case, to go from level 3 to level 4, I need 4, and I'm going to butcher the name, not really, sorry, Anima Colossus. And you can, again, if you look at that map, you can see I've marked several of them here. Now, this isn't just my work being sourced out here. This wonderfully comes from Non-Reality. I'm going to include a link to this tweet. Go give Non-Reality a like and a follow. They have marked several of these locations here within the starting world. So go hunt these down, get those Primogems, but also increase your stamina, which is going to overall increase your enjoyment of the game itself. Now, lastly, before I go, I want to point out a couple of different options. First, be sure to check your mail and check it regularly because you can claim all the different items that have been provided, and this is going to feed you with premium currencies, all the fun things to do at launch. So just keep a lock on your mailbox for whenever you get these items, but also play around with your notifications. Notifications are a great way to go and make sure that you read them, and essentially whether you actually want to read them or not, if you want to just kind of scroll through and be able to make sure that you've got them all done. The game will also reward you with Primogems for doing just this. And lastly, be sure to check out the events page. This will also kind of give you an eye of what you want to focus in on. In this case right now, there is a login reward going on for every day that you log in. You're going to get numerous items. In this case, day 3 is 100 Primogems. Day 7 is another 200 Primogems. Much like any gacha, they want to incentivize you logging in and playing the game itself, which is only natural and makes a lot of sense. So that's the tips. Those are the advice. Just be sure to make sure you focus again on those 10 card pools, and also be sure to be farming up your Primogems. That's what's going to help feed you a lot of the items. And then also when you're opening up those, you can take that Stardust, you can break them down into more of those different fates, antiquated and intertwined, to open up even more characters. Now, at the launch of this game, it has 30 characters to collect, with even more characters and worlds to be added over time. So they're definitely making a lot of investment and hope that this game is a massive success. I'll be saving some more guides, doing some more deeper dives as we progress through the game and the world, and hopefully give you some insight into that. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Also, let me know if you are, and you do, if you feel like I earned it, so that way I can welcome you officially to the Soul Nation and you can get your free compliments going forward. Special thanks to the channel members who keep mid-roll ads off the channel. I cannot do this without you. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and what I always like to say, the diaper fund, as we are expecting another baby in January. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks everybody for watching out. If you made it to the end of this video, be sure to say congrats on the new baby. That way I know you have made it all the way to the end, and I can give you a nice little wave or a smile or thumbs up. I don't know. We'll do something. We'll figure it out. Anyway, hopefully you're enjoying this game as much as I am, and hopefully I see you in my next video. But until then, take care. This video is sponsored by me, Ginger Prime. Hopefully you'll check out my podcast channel, Ginger Gaming Radio, which we have lots of guests, lots of great conversations, and even more highlights. Links are in the description below. Let me know what you think. Thanks.